All right, guys, gals. Sorry I wasn't here today. Not feeling so hot, but it's okay. We'll get through this. All right, so your homework tonight was chapter 5, homework number 2. You need to simplify the expressions below for number 52. All right, all you're really doing is you're just going to simplify, meaning you're going to add it, subtract it, multiply it, divide it, do whatever it takes for it to be a lot simpler. Right? And in this case, that what we have right here, that's for part A, that's actually 1. That's invisible 1 right there. Okay, that's pretty ugly. Excuse that word. Give me a second. Okay, so that's a 1. A 1y plus 0.3y. Guess what that makes? That makes, so it's like you have $1 plus 3 cents. So what do you get? Well, you get 1.03y. That's your answer. Okay, second one, you have 1z minus 0.2z. Right, so this is like you have $1, take away 20 cents. Okay, not 2 cents, but 20 cents. Notice this is 0.2 like 20, and this is 0.03 like 3 cents. So those are a little different from each other, so don't get confused. But anywho, so $1 minus 20 cents is 80 cents. So your answer should be 0.8 Z, as in 80 cents. You can put another 0 between here if you like, but I'm going to go ahead and just keep it simple and just, well, I guess we'll leave it like that, 0.80Z. Okay, I don't want to rewrite it. Okay, this one right here, this is 1x plus 0.02x, and it's like the same as the first one. This is going to make 1.002x. Those are your 3 answers. Okay. Okay, number 53. Draw a slope triangle and use it to write the equation of a line in the graph below. All right, so the slope triangle in this case, this is going to be going down that much. I don't know how much. And then you're going to be going to the right that much. I don't know how much. Okay, so you notice going up and down, right? Actually, I should do it like this. Right, go up and down, that is the y. So for the y's, we're looking at 150 and 130, and we went from 150 to 130. So we're going down. You think about it, 150 take away 130, we're actually going down 20. Okay, and then if you look at the x's, right, we're going from 2 to 4. So we went forward 2 blocks, right, or 2 units. So our x is going to be positive 2. So our slope is going to be the change in y over the change in x, which is really negative 20, which is that we went down 20 and we went forward 2. So negative 20 over 2 is going to be 10. Okay, you can put positive 2, but that's still going to get you, negative 10. Okay, and that's your slope. Right now, to write the equation of a line, all you really need now is to find the y-intercept. And if you knew where this intercept is, what number that is, then you would have your answer as y equals mx plus b. Because right now we know it's going to be y equals negative 10 because that's the slope. That's for the m, x, so that's x, plus, and then we just need to know what is it. Where are we hitting it at? Right? And we don't know. So that's the thing. We don't know. Actually, let me put it right here. Okay, so we don't know where it hits it at unless we can kind of figure out. Let's see if I can figure this out. Right, let's see. This is 50 right here. So it's probably 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, you know what? It's going by 10. Let's see if this works. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So it looks like it makes sense. So 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, and that looks like 170. Okay, so I'm going to go with 170. So if you know that that's 170, like how I just figured it out, then you just put plus 170. But let's just say you did not know. So you're going to have to use the y equals mx plus b method, okay? Meaning you're going to plug in your m, which is the 10 or negative 10. You're going to plug in your x, and you can pick either one of these. You can pick either the 4 and the 130 or the 2 and the 150. I'm going to use 2 and 150. So for the x, it's going to be 2. And the y is going to be 150. Okay, and that should give you your b. And let's see if this is correct. All right, so we got 150 equals negative 10 times 2 is negative 20 plus b. Remember, we're trying to find b. So we leave the b alone and do the inverse operation. So, excuse me. In the inverse operation, so we're going to go ahead and add 20 because that's the opposite of minus 20. These cancel, and we get b equals, and then 150 plus 20 is 170, and we were correct. So this is our answer. Okay, number 55. Harry the Hungry Hippo is munching on lily pads in his pond. When he arrived at the pond, there were 20 lily pads, but he is eating 4 lily pads per hour. Heinrich, the hungrier hippo, found a better pond with 29 lily pads. He eats 7 lily pads per hour. Okay, so basically just kind of reading through this. There's two things going on, right? We got Harry, and he's doing 20 lily pads, or he's in a pond with 20 lily pads, and he's eating 4 lily pads per hour. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of box in or kind of color code our two sections. So that's Harry's, and this is Heinrich. Heinrich is right here. Okay. So if Harry and Heinrich start eating at the same time, when will their ponds have the same number of lily pads remaining? Okay, this one's kind of difficult. Okay, so you have to kind of you can do a graph, or you can just kind of brute force it and just do one at a time. Or okay, so and then part B says how many lily pads will be left in each pond at that time. Okay, so let's just let's call this Harry. So let's do a table. I think that's probably the easiest bet. Okay, so let's go Harry and Heinrich. Okay, so that's Harry and Heinrich, and we're gonna go with the time. Okay, so let's see. Well, actually, yeah. So Harry's pool has 20 lily pads, right? That's Harry's pool or pond. Harry starts with 20, and Heinrich starts with 29. That's what Heinrich starts with. Okay, so with 0, so this is the beginning. Okay, so if no time has gone by, they each have their own respective lily pads, right? But Lily or Harry eats 4, so that means that we're going to subtract this by 4. So to get to the next one, we're going to minus 4. So 20 minus 4 gives us 16. So in 1 hour, at the 1 hour mark, Harry has eaten 4. That means he has 16 in his pond now. And Heinrich, at the 1 hour mark, Heinrich eats what does it say? 7. He eats 7 lily pads. So 29 minus 7 is going to be 22. Okay, and we're going to keep following that format. So 1 hour. Okay, 2 hour mark. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again. Let me clone it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do another minus 4. Let's see. Heinrich is minus 7, actually. Let me group that. Then let me do an infinite cloner. Okay, so Heinrich is going to be another -7. So, so at the 2-hour mark, Harry is going to be 16 minus 4 is going to be 12. And Heinrich is going to be 22 minus 7. And you can use a calculator for that, or you don't have to. That's going to give me 15. Okay, so not quite the same yet. So we're going to go another hour, so 3 hours. Okay, so we're going to go and do another -4 at the 3rd hour, and we're going to do another -7 at the 3rd hour for Heinrich. So 12 minus 4 is going to give me 8. So that's where the 3rd hour is going to be. And 15 minus 7, hey, that's going to give me 8 also. Okay, so at 3 hours, they'll both be at the same, they'll both have the same amount of lily pads. So if Harry and Heinrich start eating at the same time, when will their pawns have the same number of lily pads remaining? So we will say, at 3 hours. Okay, and how many lily pads will be left at each pawn? Okay, each pawn will have 8 lily pads. At 3 hours. Abbreviate hours. All right, that's it, folks. Hopefully, I'll be back with you.